Well, welcome to the Vibrant Good Health Show with me. I am Hillary Gooden, your host, and I'm excited to be here. As you come in, let me know who you are, where you're coming in from. Just put it in the comments so that I can shout you out and say hello, 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 and share it. Also, share the broadcast with someone who can enter in on this discussion about how do you calm down. I think that's what I had in there. Because guess who need to calm down? Yes. How do you calm down? I might learn something from you all tonight. So as you come in, make sure that you like, comment, and share. Tag someone or share the broadcast to wherever you can. And so I'm going to see. Give me a second to see if I can do this. If I can, I'm going to give you a few seconds to actually um, send that out. Let's see if it'll allow me to do that. Yep. 30 seconds. Let's see how many people we can tag to, how many people we can share to. All right. So we're back. And so we'll do that again a little ways down. But thank you for coming in and thank you for also sharing. And so today, I hope you've had a really good day today. I just know that something very has happened, and I feel like I can't just move forward without touching on it. What's happened over in Israel and the bombing that's going on. I just want to lift up a prayer, uh, because it's just so awful. That's what is happening in the lives that are affected by it. So Father, thank you right now as I just lift up those people that are affected in Israel from the bombings that are going on and I think still going on, all of the different people that are displaced, the families that are displaced, their loved ones that are all around the world wondering if their family has been directly affected. Father, I just thank you right now for you to just move by your spirit, bring some calm to that region, bring some calm to those that are directly affected as only you can by the power and anointing of the Holy Spirit. And I just thank you and I just give you praise as we lift that area up, Lord God, knowing that you're the beginning and the end of all things. And I just thank you, Father, for your just being in the midst of it all. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you for allowing me to do that. So, how do you calm down is the question tonight. And I know that, I could tell you that, you know, bouncing on this mini trampoline, when I'm in my bouncing tonight, I'm bouncing for some calm for my own self. And so, yes, bouncing on the mini trampoline is a great way. If you have a mini trampoline, if you have one of those bouncing balls, those exercise balls, or if you stand on your feet and just lift your heels up and down, that'll help your lymphatic system to kick in and to get activated and to work. It's just amazing how doing it just for a few minutes at a time can help to bring calm, help to bring some peace to your cells, and which in turn helps you to calm down. I was on a broadcast on an interview this morning with on the Kim Jacobs show. And if you haven't seen it, check out the replay. It's called the Kim Jacobs Show. And it was so exciting. I got a chance to talk about what it is God has downloaded for me to do with the rest of my life, to tell other people. And so that's what that was all about, talking about the lymphatic system. But at one point, I was bouncing in my chair, showing her how you can do that. You can bounce right where you're sitting. And she bounced for just a little bit. And she said, you know what? Her daughter came in with one of those exercise balls. She got out of her chair and she sat on the ball for just a few seconds and bounced and got back in her chair. And she was like, wow. She said, I can feel I feel that peace come over me. So, that's how I know you can create some calm in your life kind of quick. Yeah. So let me see who's with me tonight. Hey, Camille. Let's see. I'm using, this is the first time that I've done StreamYard from my phone hosting. So I'm glad it's working pretty good. So Camille says, hi, Hillary Good and fabulous Camille Robb from Orlando, Florida. Yes, fabulous Camille. And I have to get you on my show because I got to find out what is it that you decided that you're fabulous. And I love it when you say who you are and you don't wait for somebody else to try to put it on you. So sometimes the what they want to coin you with is don't work. So I love that you say you are the fabulous Camille Robb, because I say you're fabulous as well. So thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for sharing. And then Laverne is watching. Thank you, Laverne, for this is Elder Laverne Roberts coming in here from the Chicagoland area. Thank you, thank you. Make sure that you guys share this out. And so, bouncing on a mini trampoline, put in the comments, what is one way when you think of calming yourself down, just not necessarily from an incident or a situation, but just how you can go about your day. You've been moving and moving, 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 and then you need to calm down. What is one way that works for you? Put it in the comments. I'd like to know, what that is. And yeah, so we can keep this conversation going. And so bouncing on the mini trampoline, and I was thinking right before I got on how I used to journal. And I don't journal like I used to. I'll get and I got plenty, trust me, I got plenty of journals because it was something that I just so loved to do at one point in my life. I was writing, 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 and it helped to get what they call like a brain dump. If you've ever heard that term before, it helps to get all of those thoughts in your mind out of your mind and onto paper, and that can help you to calm down. Because even if I don't see any comments yet, but even if like meditating and prayer is something you do to calm down, because those two are also good, you might want to have your journal or notebook handy. Why? Because when you're trying to calm yourself down for prayer or to meditate, you close your eyes and you begin to try to focus on the prayer that you want to put forth, or just calming yourself just so that you can sit in the present moment. Thoughts will start running through your head about things you need to do right now. You need to go turn on, boil the water for this, or go clean the bathroom for that, or you forgot to pick up something from the store. It's just something, your mind will start racing, and you have to press through. You have to press through. And one of the things, if it's something may come up that's really important that you need to do, take out your notebook, your journal, jot it down. Let it dump out of your head. Jot it down and go back into the present. And that gives the mind signal that it's going to be okay. But right now, this moment right here, mind, we're taking it to be calm. We're taking it to sit in the presence of the Lord. We're sitting here, and I'm not racing. My racing time is over right now. We're going to be still. We're going to allow calm to come in. We're going to allow peace to rush in. And then I'm going to sit in this for a while. Because when we run, you get home and you're still running, doing things in the house. And then you're flagged out and you just want to be knocked out. But sometimes you don't want to be knocked out. Sometimes don't just let yourself knock out. Steal those moments. You have to fight. It's like you have to fight your mind for those moments, but you will win. You will win by pressing through, taking that notebook in that time and jotting down anything that your mind can try to throw it out to the front. Let it come on out to the front and drop it in that notebook and deal with it after you come out of your time of calm, peace, prayer, and meditation. Let me see here. Laverne says, lay down on sofa, put my legs up on sofa. Yes. That signals to, when that's a stance that signals to your mind, this is my time. This is my time. Like the Senator Walters, she said, I'm redeeming my time. I'm redeeming my time. This is my time for rest and relaxation. And your body, you probably feel that calm come when you do that, because your mind recognize that that's what you do when you calm down, when you sit and purpose to be in a state of calm and peace. Our mind, it tries to help us, and sometimes it's helping us with the bad habits or the habits that we've had for a long time that's not don't always serve us. And when we want to change them, that's when your mind gets a little confused. And that's okay, but it gets confused about the change. And you just have to keep pressing through until your mind says, oh, okay. So when she comes in here and sit down with that notebook, I already know if I try to throw some stuff at her, she's just gonna jot it down in that book and stay right here. And your mind you will find that you're being able to enter into that state of calmness will come quicker than maybe at the beginning of doing it. And so it's just so amazing, with everything that's going on, can go on in your day. You need to take time for yourself to calm down, to be in the present, because so much of what we do, we're thinking about what we need to do next, which is the future, even if it's the future minutes, just minutes ahead of us, or what we should have done in the past that may be just a few minutes ago, but it's the past. And this moment, you don't want to lose it. Find moments so that you don't lose the present, you know? Find time, find ways that you can sit. Last summer, and I'm so glad that the weather is changing now in Chicago. I know those of you that live in California and Texas and all of those warm places, you get warmth a lot more than we do, but we're entering into that time where we'll have more sunny days. Like today is beautiful out. It's cold though. But we'll have more warm weather. And so last year I found out about something they call grounding, earthing. You may have heard it, where we don't connect as God intended for us to, for our bare feet to touch God's earth because of our shoes. I was talking to somebody the other day, said, Hillary, a guy, my brother actually, he said, my socks, he said, I don't take my socks off to put my bare feet on the ground. And I was like, yeah, but you have to try this. Put your feet, if you have a yard or a park nearby, or it works on concrete, but it's nothing like putting your feet in the grass or on sand if you're you got a beach nearby, depending on where you live. uh, I found myself, what I was doing last year was going out to my car, parked out in the driveway, and I would park it close to the side where the grass is, and I open the door, sit inside, but put my bare feet on the grass. And a lot of times I would have my iPad with me, and like I have it in my hands here, I have my iPad, and I will listen to something on, what do you call it, on Audible. I love listening to different books, or maybe I watch something on YouTube, or I sit there and pray, or just pray, or just be quiet, not listening to anything besides the traffic that's going by, but sitting for about 20 minutes. And I found that my sleep, during that time was so restorative, was so much deeper. It just really, not that I was really having a problem with sleep, but I just found that my sleep was so much better. When I would wake up, I felt so restored, the way we should feel when we wake up in the morning. We shouldn't wake up feeling tired. What's going on while you're sleeping? That's a whole nother broadcast. But that's one way that I found to calm down, allowing those negative neutrons that are free and fully available in abundance in the earth. All I need to do is connect with it. And I can't connect with it with my shoes on. You have to take your shoes off and put your feet on the ground. Most people have a positive charge in their body, 7.2, 7.5 positive charge in their body, and that positive charge will make room for inflammation. Bouncing on a mini trampoline is one way to help reduce that inflammation by activating the lymphatic system. Putting your feet on the bare ground, your bare feet on the ground for about 20 minutes at a time will also connect you and bring you to bring down that positive charge to zero where you're grounded in seconds. And when you allow your feet to be on the ground like that for like at least 20 minutes or so, depending on what's going on in your body, you'll begin to notice things happening. This is what we call listening to your body. As you listen to your body, you'll say, man, I feel calmer. Man, I'm sleeping better. Man, that swelling went down, you know, because it also, one of the first things that it deals with is reducing inflammation. And it's free, it's easy, and it's natural. Did I say it was free? Totally free. And we all have some ground around us. Even if you put your feet on the concrete, it works. Not on blacktop like in the driveway. If you got blacktop, that's not going to work. But if you have some dirt, you got some grass, you got some sand, try it. That's all I can say is try it. Nelson, Nelson coming in. Hey there, good to see you coming in from. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let everybody know where you're coming in from. I'm glad to see you. It's been a while. Camille said, I love standing on the ground in the garden. How does it make you feel, Camille? I wonder. And Nelson said, I walk around my house barefooted. That's good. Most houses I know up here, and I guess in most places, you have to have your electricity has to be grounded. I was talking to my brother about it the other night because he's an electrician. I told him I know you would understand what I'm talking about because of you being an electrician, and I know you grounded our house for the electricity coming in with the grounding wire that is how can required where I live. And so he said, yeah, when you ground, when your feet are when you touch the earth, he said that's why we stick that grounding wire in the ground, and so that it helps to bring in those negative neurons or the negative charge into the body to offset the positive charge. I said, exactly. When you put your feet on the ground, barefoot on the ground, that's exactly what happens. And I told him you can use that same device that you have to check to see if the outlet is grounded. If you standing on the ground and you put that one piece in the ground, and then you hold on to the other end. Once you put your feet on the ground, you can see it go from that 7.2 positive charge to 0.0002 to whatever, just like that in seconds. In seconds. Oh, there we go. Nelson's coming in from Arkansas. Laverne says, I put my feet in the grass. I know I was telling Elder Laverne Roberts about it last year when I was doing it. And I know sometimes some of the things that I have to say sound like, okay, Miss Hillary. But I thought you shouldn't put your feet on the bare ground. That's what some people say, well, because there are germs. Okay, well, wash your feet afterwards. But, and one lady said, well, I can't put my feet on the ground in our town, in our state, because we have ticks and something other she was explaining to me, and I was like, well, it's got to be one patch of grass ground somewhere. And another lady told her, well, why don't you take some of that dirt, sift it or whatever, and the grass, and put it in your garage, wet it down a little bit, put it in your garage, and do it. But it needs to be connected to the earth. So anyway, that's something else that can help to calm you down. You have such a presence of just peace and well-being, because it can affect you at your level of your DNA. I have to talk about that on another time. It's so much to it, and yet it's free of charge and it's everywhere, all over the earth. Right? We got dirt and grass everywhere, and it's free, it's easy, it's free, and it's natural. And above all, it works. So these are just some ways that I use to calm myself down, and I tell it to you so you can try it, and then let me know. So we'll doing it on concrete work. Concrete, you can't stand on the concrete, and it does have that negative charge. Yes, and so it's just so amazing, but not blacktop, but the concrete, yes. And it's something like you. Somebody said, "Well, I got to walk around." No, you don't have to walk around. Get you a chair. Like I use my car and I just sit inside my car with my feet out on the grass while I just calm down, stay in the moment, you know, for that 20 minutes or so. And I'm telling you, every day that I could, if it wasn't cloudy or rainy or something out, I was out. I would every day I would make time to spend that time and connect with God's earth. It's so amazing. He had this thing all figured out from the beginning. But then we started wearing shoes. We started wearing shoes. And when it's, for myself, prior to finding out about this and then trying it myself, I hadn't been walking around, like I walk around the house barefoot. When I was working, I would walk around. Our floors were like concrete, and that might be when I was working. Why sometimes I would just want to put my feet on the floor because the building is grounded, and they had those concrete floors, and it just always felt so good to me. And everybody else, if I had a meeting or something, I wouldn't walk the halls without my shoes on. But in my office, if you walked in, you would not be surprised if I wasn't in my shoes. Let's see. Nelson says, guess I could do it on my patio one day. You could do it on your patio while you're listening to this. You could do it on your patio um, tonight. You can do it on your patio, why wait till one day? When is one day? That's what I'm talking about right now. It's no time like the present. No time like the present. And so, anyway, just try it. But I wanted to know, so Nelson, what do you do to calm down there in Arkansas? When you had a full day and you get home and you just want to relax, what is something that you do, especially if it seems like it's not coming easy and you need to calm down? What works for you? You start laughing, say, okay, soon. Now, that makes me laugh because I was talking to a coach, a social media coach one time, and I said I'm gonna do that one day or someday, and she said, show me that on the calendar someday. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it today. No time like the present. Yeah. So well, Nelson, I guess you heard me. Let's see. He said, meditate on Jesus with soft music. Oh, yeah. Soft music is a beautiful thing. Whether you're listening to instrumental music or music that, you can kind of sing along to. But when I'm trying to get really calm down, I prefer the instrumental because my mind will start singing. Say, oh, we like this song. Let's sing to this. No, no, mind. We're trying to calm down. We're just trying to be in the moment. But you're so very correct. A lot of people use music, and I mean they have music as therapy, you know, to help people learn how to be in the present, to calm down. And there are times when I just want quiet, not even the music, but music is a good start to get you there. You know, instrumental and candles. Yeah, that's good. I like that. And so you want to do those things that are easy, natural, and what? Drug free. And that work. Yes, Camille says, I pray. Yeah, sometimes when you've had a really busy day, like I was talking earlier, your mind starts saying, "Oh, well, wait a minute, we got to do this. We got to make sure we cook. We got to make sure you left something in the oven. Didn't you leave something in the oven? Did you lock the door? Better go check and see if you locked the door." Your mind starts trying to get you to get up and keep moving around, and you have to say, "No, no, no, mm-mm. We're gonna sit right here." And when you do that enough, your mind starts to get in line with respecting you redeeming your time. You redeem your time from your mind. Um, yeah, calming down is very crucial. It's very important. The world is starting to get back to, we're talking here today about how a lot of the businesses that in the downtown area are coming back in the city and bringing some of their workers back in. And so life is going to take on a new, uh like say new, but get busier for some people. And that's when you have to make time for yourself, steal away time just for you, just for you, just for you. Even the family, they have to get some, they'll knock on the door or they'll need you right when you're trying to get quiet. But the more you take that time, press through in that time, even your family members will respect your time and allow you to have that time. But when you keep jumping up and doing because they call, they're doing because their emergency. There was a sign I used to keep up in my office. An emergency on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. I had that up in my office for myself, just to know I don't have to jump and run at everybody's so-called emergency. That's good right there. So I gave that one to you for free. So I want to tell everybody about, let's see, Camille says, I sit and just breathe. Now that's another one that's good, everybody. Yes, that's a wonderful way of calming down. Breathe until it's like you become one with your breath. You feel, you just feel the wholeness of it. I can't even explain it, but the more you are quiet and the more you just sit there and your breathing will become even calmer, which takes you into a deeper place of rest and relaxation and calm, where then you can really get a prayer through. Then you can really meditate on whatever, the word of the Lord or affirmations, whatever it is that you have, scriptures, then you can really begin to go in. I love it. I love it. You guys have um, some great comments here. I want to tell everyone, I just felt, after saying that, I just felt like I entered into a place that's a little more quieter. But I wanted to tell everybody and remind some of a couple of events that I have coming up. One is this Saturday. Let me put this up. This Saturday is May 15th at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're having the Family Pioneers Conference. To register is $25 per person. And you can just go to the link that's there, bit.ly/Pioneers 2021. And it's all about those who have answered the call in their the first to answer the call in their family for ministry and or business. And it could be and or something else that God has called you to do that nobody else in your family has ever done, that you know anything about. That pioneer, being a pioneer is can be exciting, adventurous, but it can also become complicated. It could be hard. It could be frustrating. You can cause you to be misunderstood because people don't understand why are you doing this? Why does it matter so much? Nobody's ever done it before in the family. But when you've been chosen and then you answered that call, sometimes you need to hear other people's stories to know that you're not alone. Sometimes you need a period of restoration, restoration and refreshing. And that's what this conference is all about. This is our first one being virtual, and it's going to be via the Zoom platform. So you can get your tickets at bit.ly/Pioneers 2021. It's hosted by our ministry, Word Alive Ministries. So some of our speakers are Apostle Dr. Christine Gooden. She is the founder and overseer of the ministry. She's going to be bringing the keynote message, part of her journey, and a message regarding family pioneers. We have some awesome guest speakers. Myself, well, I'm not going to be a speaker on this one because I'm not the pioneer in my family. Um, I'm Pastor Hillary Gooden, and then Elder Laverne Roberts is on here tonight. We will be there, and making sure prayer goes forth, and just helping everything flow along. But our guest speakers for the day, we have Medj Jaspin, and she's a coach and she's an entrepreneur, and the first in her family for both. And so she'll be sharing her story. We have Dr. Lotus Richey. That's I co-host with her on News You Can Use every Monday and Friday. She's going to be coming on to tell a portion of her story and also help us out in any way because that's just the kind of person she is. And then we're going to have Dr. Margaret Andrews Fournier. She will be one of our speakers, and I've heard a portion of her story before. So it is going to be a time of just being uplifted and just I love hearing other people's stories, because it's like God, if you did it for them, you'll do it for me, and that's the way we should. That's how we can glean from other people's stories. And our last speaker will be Lashina Woolard, and she's somebody that we've met through another ministry friend, and has an awesome story to tell. So we would love for you to join us. If you say, "Oh man, this kind of late notice," and I don't think I'll be able to be there, make a donation and you can maybe give that ticket to someone or sponsor for someone else to be able to go in because you're not able to make it. That would be greatly appreciated as well. All donations are accepted. And so, again, that's happening this Saturday. This Saturday, Family Pioneers Conference hosted by Word Alive Ministries. Here's the link, and you can get your tickets today. You can get your tickets up to Saturday. So if you are thinking about it, it's not too late. If you're thinking about it at the last minute, this is the link. You can take a picture of it, screenshot it, swipe it if you have a Samsung, however, so you can save this information. Otherwise, I do have the flyers and the links up on my page. Up on my page, you can find it there as well. What else did I want to say? That's happening then. Let me see what's saying in the comments here. Laverne says, that's true. I think we get so busy, we don't breathe properly. I do a whole thing about breathing because that's the number 2 way to activate the lymphatic system. So I got a lot to say and to share on that. So I will have some workshops coming up. And that's the other thing that I want to share. Nelson says, what, no men? You know what? We had one gentleman that was going to be a part of the event, and last week he said he couldn't be a part of it because he believed God was calling him to stay focused on whatever it is he was doing, and he wasn't going to be a part. So we had to remove him, and thank him for considering it in the first place. But yeah, I think I did talk to you, and you told me you weren't the first in your family, as a pioneer. But listen, get a ticket. Be one of the men. Tell other people. Share this information, because if you know someone, if you say it's not me, you may know someone that is the first in their family, and they have stuff to talk about all the time because it's hard. It's not always easy. You know, you feel good because what is a pioneer doing? Making the way, making the way for the generations to come after them. Those that will come after the pioneer won't have to suffer some of the same things that the pioneer had to go through in order to make that way. Talking about trying to duck and dodge arrows coming from the enemy's camp. Sometimes they connect with you and you find yourself down, but you get back up. You get back up because you've answered this call, and it's not just about you, it's about the generations to come. Yeah. So if you know somebody that is the first in their family, please do share this with them. Maybe sponsor them, get them a ticket so that they can come and come as well. All are welcome. I want you to know that. Um, so then that's happening on this Saturday. I'm the first to go into ministry and business. What? No, I thought I reached out to you and you told me you were not. When we get off of here, I'll connect with you. Okay? Yeah. I for sure I talked to you, and you told me you weren't. Okay. So yeah, that's what we want to hear. That's who we wanted. We wanted men to be represented. We don't. Mm-mm. God calls who He calls, but and most of the time people think that God didn't call women, but I'm here to say, oh yeah, yes He does, for business and for ministry. And if you're on the Lord's side and you're in business, your business is your ministry. You know, Camille, would you say the same? Would you say, give me a two if you agree that as a Christian and you're in business, you're an entrepreneur, have nonprofit organizations, that's your ministry, you know? Okay, cool. Yes, he does. And the main thing is if you know God called you, you're responsible for answering that call, whether it's for business, for starting a nonprofit organization, or for a for-profit business, or whatever, for ministry, whatever it is He's called you to do. You know, it's so important to obey God because you don't know, especially when you're the first one. I was the first one to graduate from the 4-year university in my family. Yeah. But as far as first in ministry, no, and first in business, no, you know. But it's those take a real hit. They need some time where they can sit aside and just be and get blessed for the journey that's ahead. They put a two in there. Yes. Thank you so much. So listen, I wanted to tell you about next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, well, first I have to backtrack because last week, last week's Vibrant Health Show, Good Health Show, I was bouncing here, and I don't know if I said it first or if one of the people that was in the audience said it first, but we started saying bounce, baby, bounce, bounce, baby, bounce for your health. And so that's the name of the workshop. The workshop that's coming up, and it's a free workshop, is coming up on Wednesday, the 19th. Let me put that here. Wednesday, the 19th. Just have to register in order to receive the link because it's going to be via Zoom. So whether you have an exercise ball or a trampoline or not, you're welcome because I will be doing some teaching in the first part. And then the second part, we're going to bounce. We're going to have some fun. I'll be there to answer any questions that you may have, any concerns that you always wondered and didn't have a chance to get an answer to. I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'd be glad to share it as well. So that's going to be next Wednesday. That's the 19th at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can register at bit.ly/bounce, baby, bounce. I'll be glad to see you and glad to have you there. Uh, Absolutely. And so, for me, bouncing on the mini trampoline is just something that I'll be doing till it's time to go home for good. I will be bouncing and I will be telling whosoever will listen that this is something that you too can do to help your health. You got the power to help your body help you to live a more vibrant life. And you have a more vibrant life when you have more vibrant health. I was listening to somebody said yesterday, I'm not even sure who, and he was saying, I talk to a lot of millennials. He said, I'm kind of up in age, the number is up there. He said, but I just feel so young, and I relate and I'm able to relate to them, to the millennials, like the 20s, 30s category of people. He said, and I just love connecting with them. And I was like, that's that vitality. I always say when I'm introducing myself that I'm Hillary Gooden, your Vibrant Life Coach, lymphologist, author, speaker, and pastor. I empower busy women leaders with strategies to transform their health and peace by activating the lymphatic system to increase energy, clarity of mind, better to have better health, better sleep, boost immunity and vitality. Because I believe you absolutely got the power to help your body help you live a more vibrant life. Yes. And so when I heard him say that, I was like, that's vitality. No matter what the number is saying. And thank God that the number keeps going up. I just had a lady that I met recently. She interviewed me last week, and she said, my grandmother is turning 105 years old, and we're having a celebration. We're getting a celebration together for her. Said she's still a little feisty, and said we wanted to have a someone to speak to her, a gentleman, a nice looking gentleman that could give her a birthday shout out, like a recorded message. And said she really is looking forward to that. Said she wanted a big time celebrity. I said, well, I don't know any celebrities, but I know one person. One person came to mind, and I reached out to him, and he said, absolutely, I'll do it. He said, the only thing, he said, I'm not going to charge. The only thing I would charge is that I get a ticket to, I get an invitation to next year's birthday. But 105 years old. I hope to live a long time because I still got a lot of living to do, a lot of places to go that I've never been before. But I want to be able to do it in a healthy state. I want to be able to to do it where I'm not just too sick. Where you do it so that I can enjoy it. I would like to live long, but not live long sick, aching and paining and all of that. You know, Bouncing on this mini trampoline you can use as an awesome preventative measure for your health to prevent those different sicknesses that you don't have. Nobody said you had to die sick, but one of these days we all have to leave this ball that we live on. One day. Now that day is not on the calendar. I don't want to see it on my calendar anytime soon. So listen, Wednesday, make sure you register today for Bounce, Baby Bounce, for your health at bit.ly/bounce for, what is it? Bounce, baby, bounce. Bounce, baby, bounce. Bounce, baby, bounce. It's going to be a fun time. I already have people coming in. Camille has already gotten her ticket. She was one of the first to get her ticket, and I thank you for that. And I know it's going to be a great time. While I hope to live long and still be healthy. Exactly. We can speak it and do those things that we know to do. Do those things that we know to do. Be mindful of the words you speak. Be mindful of the thoughts you allow your mind to entertain, because your mind believes everything you tell it. Everything you say, it believes. So it's up to us. It starts with us to watch the words that we're speaking and the thoughts we're thinking. Choose to love. Choose to love. Choose to forgive. That'll help your life to be longer right there with more peace. And it's something you can choose to do as an act of your will. That starts with you as well. And of course, you want to move your body. Find those ways that make you smile, that make you happy. We were skipping a few weeks ago. Because you skip, you cannot feel sad and skip. When you skip, you're just gonna start smiling. You're gonna feel giddy. It is amazing, and that's good energy for your body. That's good stuff going on in your body at a cellular level when you do that. So I just want to say thank you for being here with me tonight. I'm here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Vibrant Good Health Show. Make sure you connect and make sure you're following me. And those that are watching, and even if you could go to my YouTube page, my YouTube channel, and just subscribe to it, I sure would appreciate it. I'm trying to get my numbers up over there. So go to, I'm here every Tuesday for this show. And then every Thursday, I have Let's Get Acquainted. And this month this is the National Recommitment Month, the month to recommit to whatever it is that you feel like you need to recommit to, because we're almost to the half of the year. So if you started out strong and you kind of, step back from that strong stance, this is a good time to recommit because we got a whole rest of the year to go. And so that's what it's all about. I'll be talking to different ones. This week, we'll be talking to someone that's going to be speaking on Saturday. And so just tune in at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's on Thursdays. Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I am so glad that you guys spent this time with me. And make sure if you have a trampoline, use it every day. Use it every day. You got sunshine where you live and it's warm, take your shoes off, put your feet on the ground, and experience God's goodness and get grounded. Yeah, I'll be talking about stuff like that coming up. Um, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. And so thank you for being here again. So if you got the information for this, take a picture of it, swipe it, screen share, shot it, or whatever you have to do so that you can have this information and register. And then I want to just put this back up there for Saturday. Please join us. If you feel like you can't, make a donation, sponsor someone else to be there for the event. We would greatly appreciate all donations. And so if you're able to make it, we want to have you there. But if you can donate and sponsor someone else, maybe somebody or if you want us to do that, that would be great as well. And you won't miss out on the blessing either way. So join us for Family Pioneers Conference. Our first one is going to be via Zoom, and it is at Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can register $25 to register at bit.ly/Pioneers 2021. We'll see you there, and thank you all for being here with me, and make sure that you do something to help your body help you live a more vibrant life. Good night.